Welcome everyone to Paint Club or Warhams. This the one day a week where we get together and paint some Warhammer. I'm joined as ever by TheCornishKnight, fantastic gentleman from the Devon Cornwall area. My name's Bula. I am from Merseyside, UK. We're both from the UK. One's north, one's south. Cheers. Tea.
Cheers. I have.
Right, what are you painting today?
Hopefully, the last guy of my Krieg engineers.
Hopefully. Or what, do you think you've miscounted?
Well, no, in these fucking kits, probably.
Yes.
Yeah. So we finished. We did a Farsight bomb.
Yes.
Did we do that last week? Was that last week I showed you that?
It was definitely a week. I can't remember anymore. La bomb.
Farsight bomb. I know it's backwards for stream, but
Yes. You know you can change
which is
that.
a very.
You can change it. You can flip it if you want.
Yeah, but if I flip it, then it's upside down, so it looks like I'm coming from the top of the screen rather than the bottom.
No, you can flip it horizontal. So it unreverses it.
Oh, we're gonna try this now.
Yeah, it's in the Discord settings for the Discord version.
Oh, I mean on stream.
But on your stream, I'm sure you can just literally right-click and then flip horizontal. I use it for when I'm like, depending on which monitor I'm looking at, because I always like to be like when I'm playing a game, I like to be looking at a game. Yeah, there you go. So you've sorted it on your stream. On mine, it's still backwards, but that's fine. There you go. La bomb. So yeah, I'm going to be painting. I'm going to be hopefully finishing Mr. Farsight here, who is the wrong colour. I found out, unfortunately.
Oh.
He's supposed to be red. In the codex, it does list his lore lists him as having a red mech. I'm gonna put red on where I can, but I'm not going to be changing his main colour because I want it to fit with my army. So there you go. Yeah, that's the plan today. Just a nice paint, better than last week's meltdown I had with glue. The glue-based meltdown I do not want to repeat of. No thank you. These guys are all completely finished. I spent an hour off stream. It's actually the first Warhammer building or painting that I've done off stream ever. Well, not ever, but since I started streaming. And I actually got these guys actually fully finished with all of the kit and all of that sort of thing. So yeah, they have their shoulder guards, they have their little antennas on their heads, they've got their the backpacks and stuff on. The only things I didn't do were like the accessory kits, and I might add them later, but to be honest, they're just added extras. I don't need them. Like, you know, the grenade packs and stuff. Don't necessarily need that.
Yeah, sometimes I do find that the accessories that you get given to put on the models, like you build the model, you go, now where the fuck am I supposed to put this?
Yeah, there's no room. There's no room at the end, especially with guardsmen. Their grenade packs are pretty chunky, and you don't have much belt left over when you're done building.
No, especially not with the new ones.
Yeah. Right, let's just check. Yes, I am audible.
You're audible on my end.
Yeah,
both Discord and OBS.
I think the Winamp might be a little bit too high, so I've just turned that down. There you go. I think we're good. Right, let's get painting, shall we? So, I need to start putting red bits on here, I think. Basically, the secondary colour is going to be red.
Okay.
Yeah. I like the blue runes I've got here, and I think the runes on the shield I'm going to paint blue as well. I might try and dry brush some blue around them, though I might fail at that. I'll have a look. In fact, no, I won't do blue. I'll do. I've got a really nice pale sort of pale colour that I'm going to make Celestra. I think it's Celestra grey. If I dry brush that around the edges of the letters, the runes, I think that'd look quite good. It'd look like it's glowing.
Yeah. Glowing effects are weird. Because... Take a look at this little guy. Quickly. What I did on the coils of the plasma pistol
Yeah.
is I went from... Obviously, I know you use grey primer, but I went from black primer to grey.
Yeah.
To using that titanium white ink stuff.
Okay.
And then once that had dried, which takes quite a while, actually.
Yeah.
And then did Talosar blue over the top.
Nice. I'm just going to move
Whereas
the
for
microphone a bit there. There you go.
Whereas for the Space Marine Librarian, I did the same thing again.
Aye.
Except I'd painted the model up to purple,
Yeah.
then did white as thinly but still visible as I could in all like the sigils and stuff
Yeah.
of the Librarian's Terminator armor, and then I did a yellow wash over the top.
Yeah, the runes on the on that Librarian are very nice looking.
Yeah, there we go.
Use that fancy paint, don't you?
That was Magma Droth Flame. But yeah, that was it was this first, the Liquitex acrylic ink,
Yeah.
and then the orange and yellow washes over the top.
Nice.
I think I need to go back down on this panel down at the bottom here and sort of give that another go.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I find you can over criticize your models when you look at them like, you know, months down the line.
well, the plan was to dry brush over the top to sort of deal with any ink spillage over onto the armor panels.
Okay.
But it ended up doing the reverse and getting purple into the crevices,
Oh no.
where it didn't want it to be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that might be a wee little touch up.
Yeah.
At some point.
I mean, it looks fine. So like, only do that when you have reached the bottom of your grey pile of shame.
Yeah, and I've got 10 cavalry, Lord Marshal bastard, artillery gun,
Yeah, your
and a
pile.
whole other combat patrol to do.
Your pile is not as bad as some people's.
Yeah, well, I've got 5 cavalry dudes that are up to this point.
Yeah.
That are up to this point of assembly. I've got 5 without things like this las gun here, and then the dude on top. Which are like this. So Sans dude whacking great hole in the leg,
Yeah.
sort of shenanigans. But yeah, that's, and then the arms and reins and whatnot I'll do separately when I get around to them.
Nice.
I mean, I say that with 5 3D printed cavalry sat on my shelf on the other side of the room who still haven't had their arms painted.
Oh dear.
So they are just horse, legs, torso, head, arm holding reins, and then nothing on the arm that would hold the lance. Because I am the smart. I'm going to tidy up a little bit before we get started. I don't need you. 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 Not you.
I've got a horrible feeling this red paint might be near death because it is drying up really quickly. I think it might also be the weather that's the problem. It's extremely warm.
Yeah. Yeah. Warm help. Chanty. Thunderhawk. Stone. No, I don't need paint actually. Paint.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I bought the paints this week as well, which I probably shouldn't be doing in my financial situation, but fuck it. Yeah, the new paintbrush and some new paint, including a technical paint.
Oh, nice.
But I was not paying £7 for a fucking texture paint spreader. Fuck that.
Okay. What technical paint did you go for?
Stoland Mud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Gonna do that a little bit around the artillery. The artillery out of the creep box is going to be the last thing I do, because I
Yeah.
like building my artillery.
Excellent. Leave the best till last.
Yeah, and like, so I could sit here after I've done painting this dude today.
Yeah.
Done painting this dude today. You know what? It's driving me nuts because I keep gesturing with my right, and my right is covered by like your cam and chat. So I'm gonna unflip the camera again.
It's okay. Well, you see the way the shield, the way I'm highlighting as a secondary colour. I think it looks all right.
Yes. Yeah.
I will tidy it up. Obviously, it looks like a 12-year-old's first makeup session with that lipstick there, but I don't know. I don't know if it's going to look good or bad. And the insignia thing in the middle is going to be gold. The runes are going to be blue. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm having second thoughts.
Oh.
Having second thoughts. My plan was to
paint
put red wherever I can. But I don't know, man. Oh no, this red's gone. This red's gone. Try and give it a bit more water just to use the paint on the brush.
But yeah, so I bought Stone and Mud, which I've just fucking put somewhere.
Yep. You had it on camera, so it can't have gone far.
Yeah, I think it's... it's in the paint box somewhere.
Right.
There it is. Yeah, I also bought Iron Wrath Skin,
Okay.
Caraberg Crimson,
Oh, nice.
Avalon Sunset, Uriel Yellow,
Oh, yeah.
and I think that's
As
it.
an Imperial Fist player, I'm very used to those two colours.
Do you know what's really good for building up layers of yellow?
A lot of layers. Very thin.
Undercoat pink.
They say that, but it makes the yellow look too different to what the rest of my army is. So I can't do it. Like, if I'd have started with it, maybe, but it also makes the yellow a less mustard yellow and more a sort of radioactive yellow, if you know what I mean. It just makes it the wrong yellow for me. It's this. I had this conversation with with my friends in Warhammer World, where we saw all of the various Imperial Fist sort of tanks and stuff. They had like a whole set, and you could tell who'd undercoated with pink, because it just looked wrong. In my opinion, it's not the right yellow. The yellow should be a proper, Coleman's mustard yellow, which is what Avalon is when you undercoat it with like just a black or a white. Whereas when you use the pink underneath, it turns it into a sort of a washed out sort of yellow, almost. Yes, it's brighter, but it's paler, and it's wrong.
I would bring that up with like a few washes of with like Imperial Fist contrast.
I mean,
So that's very yellow.
yeah, sure, but like, I don't know, just the finished products that were on there, very well painted, just the wrong colour, in my opinion. I don't want to be a purist about it, but I just don't think it looks as good.
Yeah, I'm also kind of amazed at how many different types of paint I use on one fucking model.
Yeah, just choose your colour and go with it. You can highlight it with a couple of colours.
It's not that. It's that I'm using Berserker Bloodshade, Fire Dragon Bright, Magmadroth Flame, Kaldor Sky, Black Contrast Black Legion, Dawnstone, Mornfang Brown, Seraphim Sepia, Null Oil, Xandri Dust, Athodian Camoshade, Castellan Green, Mephiston Red, Ushabti Bone, Thunderhawk Blue, Rykarth Flesh, Iron Warrior, and Agrax Earthshaker.
Do you want to see the colours that I'm using? These are my colours.
To be fair, though...
Let's put the Nuln Oil in as well. There you go, Nuln Oil.
Yeah, or I've added it in mine. For the sake of balance,
Yes.
I'll add it in.
There you go. That's all of my colours. I'm not being complicated with my model.
I mean, yeah, but to get like this level of pizzazz, you kind of need it. Did I do your? I did do. So yeah. I mean, to be fair, like I really could have just done like one colour for the gas mask.
Keep it simple, yeah.
But
keep it simple. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this lad. Looks almost cell shaded.
Yeah. Have you seen somebody did a salamander that was
Yes,
painted in the style of Borderlands?
I have seen the cell shaded
Jesus wept.
Redonkulous.
Very good, but Christ.
Yeah. Not sure I like it, but we have got.
I would learn and do it if it was a display piece. I wouldn't do it for tabletop.
No. Right. I do not want to use XV88 on this tree. I don't really want to use Steel Legion Drab. I think I'm going to go with a paler colour. Let's go for Towelite Ochre for these branches here. I either want to go brighter or darker. I think I'm going to go lighter. I'm going to go with Towelite Ochre.
Okay.
On the for the branches of the tree.
Well, why don't you go for the? Is the other colour darker than Towelite Ochre?
Steel Legion is, yeah. Or XV88.
So why don't you? Just an idea. I'm saying you do this.
Okay.
Do it in Steel Legion.
Okay.
Do a wash. Have you got any other wash apart from normal?
I've got Agrex, and I've got.
Do Agrax and then a very gentle dry brush.
Got that one as well, but that doesn't look healthy, does it?
give it a good shake. Just give it a really good shake. This contrast, it should mix together pretty well.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I've got Fugan Orange as well, and I've got Green, which won't work. Beltan Green got.
I got Beltan Green.
Yeah, those are those three and Nuln are the only watches I've got.
So I would do the Steel Legion, then do a wash of the Agrax,
and then dry brush with
and
the
then
towel.
and then dry brush with the towel over the top. Because if you look at a tree, it's like if I look at the trees in my local park, if I look at them, they're all predominantly this color, but there's just that around the edges on the bark. There's just that slightly lighter color, which is newer wood.
Yeah.
So that might be something to try.
Well, if I look at the trees in my local park at the moment, they're kind of on fire. The local children have decided it's a fun game to set trees on fire lately, which is fun.
I've got in the national park near me. It's been on fire.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, if it's arse, then that's a pain in the arse, but
it might not. If there was an ignition source, I'm willing to bet there's a 75% chance
barbecue
that
in
it was some fucking idiot who doesn't understand how barbecues and how wood works.
Yeah, a disposable
Hasn't
barbecue.
put the fire up.
Oh,
excuse me. Yeah, and it's just fucking done that. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I reckon it is. You know what? While I'm waiting for that,
you're probably
Oh, look.
nearly 90% correct on that one. I would not bet against you. Hey, Zwerg, welcome in. Don't spill that paint.
hey, Shug. How you doing, friend? It's been a while.
Yeah. How's Zwerg been? How's yourself and the fam and everyone? Just cruising along. Nice. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Maybe I'll do Steel Age and Drab and Dry Brush rather than with like with a lighter brown. I might go with like a reddy color, like try and make it look like an alien plant.
Yeah, could do.
In fact, I've got the a really light color. The what's it called? Wild Rider Red. I've got that.
Okay.
I could, yeah.
That'll work.
I might dry brush it with that and see if I might do Tau Light Ochre and then Wild Rider. Just give it some real complexity.
Yes.
Good.
Just goes along. How about you guys? Yeah, no, I mean, life is life.
Yes, well, my life is it's complicated currently, but weirdly, it's a lot simpler now. Things are much simpler, which is nice. I did some. Oh damn! There is no longer a Mrs. Bula. We are in the process of detaching. She's out now. I've got my key back, which is nice. Yeah, she's coming to get the last of her stuff tomorrow and Friday. Yeah. So yeah, it's a bit rough. It was a bit sudden. Only 2 weeks before my birthday, it happened. So my birthday's this weekend, so hopefully it'll all be done by the time, you know, by the time it comes along. Did some drainage work today on my property. Cleared the drain, which is nice. Well, they cleared it, semi-cleared it. Don't know if she'd be sorry for you and congratulate you, depends, I guess. At the moment, I'm trying to stay positive about it, you know. Life is a lot simpler now, which is good.
I mean, I haven't asked any questions about it because I figured you'll get around to telling me in my own time, but was it a mutual thing or did one person end it? If you don't want to say anything about it, we can just move on. That's fine.
She suggested it. Well, she brought it up, basically. And I didn't disagree.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. So it was a case of I think it's mutual, but I think she brought it up expecting me to try and fight for it. And in the end, it seems like I've snatched her hand off, sort of thing.
That feels like one of those stupid fucking tests you see on TikTok.
Fuck that shit.
Why don't you fight for me? Because I shouldn't have to.
Yeah. Why would you fucking question this shit?
This isn't a Hallmark movie. Shut up.
Exactly. So yeah, essentially the fact that, you know, they brought it up did just immediately go, what? She's looking for a way out. Let's give it to her. There you go. So that's basically how it shook down on the night, and I'm trying to keep it nice and amicable, you know. In a bloody text here. Someone mentioned me in a conversation. My D&D group. We've reached the end of the Vampire the Masquerade campaign we were doing, and it's a case of either we can continue like in an open-ended story, or someone can start a D&D or something. And I'm not DMing. There's so much out of your experience that you would dare not talk about it or even give advice. Would just be stupid on your part. You're a lady since 1989, so yeah. Bloody hell, you've been with your missus since just 1 year after I was born.
You've been with your lady longer than I've been alive.
Exactly.
Not to make me feel old there, Zerg. No offense.
Yeah, that's I don't want to be negative about it. Like, if I was going to be negative about it, I could say something like, "Oh, well, that's 7 years wasted." But you know, I like to think of it as I like to try and be positive. So it's basically I have my freedom back.
Don't worry, I know that I'm an old fart. Oh, dude, you're probably in better shape than I am. Trust me. I look upstairs and get winded. I need to fix it, but I'm got sort of other priority concerns going on, which are sort of occupying 100% of my brain power.
Indeed.
And painting tiny little plastic dudes is the only way that I'm keeping what's left of my sanity intact.
The tiny plastic men, they're good for your sanity.
Yes.
And,
for my wallet,
and plastic
definitely for my sanity. Oh yeah, like, oh, I am... Shit, oh, the amount of fucking right-wing grifters on Warhammer grifters that turned up when the new Cadian sprues were announced, and it's like, I'm like, yes, they always have been.
Yes.
Even stated in the codexes.
Indeed.
You fucking Egypt.
I think it was in one of the early editions of the Imperial Guard Codex. I think the first sentence referenced the men and women of the Imperial Guard.
Yeah, it does. It specifically says men and women. So,
yeah,
get fucked.
Exactly. You brought a rowing device 3 years ago, and you're sure someday you'll even get in shape again. Oh, those rowing machines, man. They're the only things that I really enjoyed using in the gym when I went briefly. I might get one of them myself, like a proper one. That'd be good. Like, I can't do treadmills. I cannot do treadmills. The up and down bounciness of my moves is too much.
So here's the thing about running to lose weight, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't work.
Okay.
Because
I do a lot of walking.
Yeah, and that's fine. But, you know, back when we were we have evolved, like, humanity has evolved through our through our evolutionary journey, has been evolved to be hyper. I'm gonna paint this dude's fucking back. Hyper efficient at like running and walking.
Okay.
Like we've evolved to do that. We've evolved to be incredibly persistent. So people say, "Oh, you do some running, get your cardio in." It's like, yeah, that's great, but the amount of calories you expend running doesn't compute with losing weight loss, because the body goes, or no, sorry, yeah, like the amount of time that you will spend running and knackering yourself out, you won't actually burn all that many calories, because
Reasons?
we've evolved to run and walk. We haven't evolved to. We've evolved in a way that well, rowing's different.
Yeah.
But walking and running to lose weight, especially if you're just getting started, is a really bad idea. You're better off doing something like rowing, for example.
Yeah. So yeah, you got a proper one. You got 3 hooked up discs in. It's the only thing that makes your back better. See, that's excellent stuff. Have you tried doing like something like Tai Chi? It's like, I love Tai Chi. I used to love Tai Chi. I used to do it in school, and it's really good for your balance and your breathing. I found it extremely beneficial for calming the fuck down. I used it in all my exams, basically. The breathing exercises they teach you. Like during the exam, if I ever got like a little bit, you know, if I saw a question was like, oh fuck, I don't know the answer to this, I'd do the Tai Chi, and it would, yeah, it's good. It just relaxes you, calms you, and stops your brain from spiraling. Can recommend if anyone has a particularly spirally brain. You tried with the wife. You got so stressed out watching the ladies, you quit. Stressed out is that the correct word? Is that the word that we're using? Stressed out. Stressed out. Yeah. Didn't do much for you anyway. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. I suppose everyone to each to their own, isn't it? Yep. Those gals were flexible. Wait till you go to a yoga class or something. They do a thing, you know. There's a place near me that does something called hot yoga, which is
right.
It's a cross between it's basically where you do yoga in a sauna.
Oh, that sounds like fucking hell.
Yeah, it genuinely is hell. So yeah, they did both. Oh man, yeah. So they basically crank the heat up to like unsafe levels, and then do some yoga. And apparently, it burns a lot of calories, and I don't know, is good? Question mark. You'd be running around out. You'd be running around working out with a stiffy. Oh dear me. Went to bring the tone down's work. Oh. Oh man. I can't do gyms. Just I tried. I kept it up for like a few months, but then like you have one bad experience where someone like, I don't know, looks at you funny or has a laugh at you because you're a hot fucking sweaty mess with your moves like jiggling everywhere, and yeah, you basically.
Why are you in my nightmares?
Huh?
Why are you in my nightmares?
Yeah. So yeah, I had one bad one bad experience, and I just got real fucking paranoid, and I stopped going. And to be fair, I don't think it did much good to me, because my gym was in Liverpool, and that just made me want to. And just every day, I'd go over, and I'd be like, it's about time for tea now. I should go and get some food," and I'd just go to like the worst places, because Liverpool's got a lot of food places.
My local council has stopped for a brief period of time, suspended the application process for opening up new fast food places.
Oh, okay. What about slow food?
There's so many.
What, slow food? Like proper restaurants?
I don't know about that, but they said that they were suspending approving takeaway licenses for a little bit.
Okay.
That was a number of years ago, so.
Oh man. Anyway, so stage 1 of the tree's done. I feel like I'm going to be over-focusing on the trees, so I should probably get stuck back into the rest of the model. But you know what? I might actually just focus on these trees.
I would focus on them until you're at the point where you can't do anything anymore, like when you apply the Agrax wash.
Yeah.
And move on to something else.
Well, I think I'm about to apply the Agrax wash. Do I do one of the the dry brushes and then Agrax it?
Wash then dry brush.
Okay. In that case,
That would be my recommendation.
let's get the Agrax on it then. my lumpy aggregs. And yes, it's lumpy. Don't ask me why. I think it's just old. Old. Right, so a little bit of... When I say a little bit, I mean I'm going to do it like I do my knoll, which is basically painting over it with the oil. Lovely stuff. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Get that texture sorted. The tree's almost got scales.
It's an alien tree, what do you expect?
Yeah, true, true. Alien tree with scales.
Or it's like the tree equivalent of a furry.
Oh no.
Trying to do something else.
Oh no, is this hentai? Have we seen enough hentai to know where this is going? By the way, big changes in life. You remember Bula mentioned at some point wanting to switch jobs or quit the old one or something. What happened on that front, or is everything still the same? A bit from column A, a little bit from column B. I'm still at the same place. I never quit, but I did get reassigned a bit. So I am technically not doing the same thing, but I am working in the same place or the same team. So yeah. Also, I've got a new boss, which honestly has made a huge difference, which is great. Like, it is mad how much of a difference having a really nice boss makes, you know?
Like a friend of mine said to me is that people don't leave bad jobs, they leave bad managers.
Yeah, yeah, and that's it. I have a manager now who is extremely nice and good, and understands stuff and isn't like a dickhead. So, yeah, I'm very pleased with that. So that makes a hell of a difference. Sounds like a sidestep, correct? Pretty much, yeah. You know, nothing's changed in my contract, but you know, the way things are done have changed essentially, and it's better, and it's more varied, and it's yeah, more interesting. A good boss is worth a crazy lot, exactly. You know, you don't mind doing shit work for nice people, you know. When you're doing shit work for shit people, when morale really hits rock bottom. Changes worlds in motivation, yeah. Like today, I actually got a a message off him today saying great work on this. There was a complaint that came in from a customer, and I had deep knowledge of the case because I'd worked on it, and I'd had to work with our. Oh my God, we've got a raid. I was just in the middle of telling a story. Welcome, raiders. How is everyone? Welcome in. Welcome to Paint Club. We have a raid from Lynn Weller. Welcome in. I'm going to give you a shouty outie. I think my mod is having a night off, so let me do that for you. Hey, big raid. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Hody is Chaos. Excellent name. There we go.
Hello, welcome on.
Indeed. So yes, how is everyone? How are you doing? My name is Bula Matari, for anyone who doesn't know. I am a variety streamer. Wednesdays is Paint Club with my friend here, Cornish, TheCornishKnight. You should also go and check his channel out. In fact, I'll give you a shout out while I'm here, Cornish. While I'm on the right screen. At TheCornishKnight. There you are. Bump. There we go.
Thank you.
You're good. How are you? Warhammer, let's go. Exactly. I am currently painting Commander Farsight. I'm painting him the wrong colour. There is some red on him, but I'm painting him to fit in with my army. I'm actually currently painting a tree.
Collab stream.
Indeed.
Yeah, double collab.
We got the collab streaming going on. It's great. It's lovely. Anyway, how did your painting go? Was it painting you were doing? Let me see. It'll tell you. Oh no, you were playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. Ooh, okay. Thank you very much for the follow, Lynn. The painting's going okay. I'm currently painting a tree, or I've just put Agrex Earthshade on the tree, so I'm going to move on to the rest of the model, which is lovely. You finished the game, nice. How does the story? No, obviously no spoilers. How is the story? Is it good? Is it good? Cheers. Does it have a satisfying conclusion? I have all I've heard about Assassin's Creed Shadows is sort of right-wingers being obsessed with the fact that they've put a black character in who was, he was a real guy, and they're like, oh no, he didn't play that much of a part in the history.
Sounds an awful lot like Wallace there.
Are we saying that Wallace votes for reform? Is that what we're saying?
Honestly, I think Gromit ticks the boxes for him. I don't think Wallace would understand how it works.
You leave the doggo alone. You leave him alone. I have a doggo here. Here he is. His name is Bear. He is a husky. Hello, Bear. He's also sleepy. Oh, he's like, Dad, leave me alone. Leave me alone, Dad. Oh, I'm sleeping. Ooh, Bear.
Well, let them rage. They're just mad that the game's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I don't get involved in all that sort of thing. Right.
I think it's gonna be really funny when they go and play Oblivion the remastered and complain that it's woke, and they're not real. They go and do the Crusader storyline and then not realize that the original Crusader had a boyfriend.
Yeah. Oh, Cornish, thank you very much. Not Cornish, Zverg, thank you very much for being here, dude. Appreciate you. Have a good night. Have a good night.
It's good to see you, my dude. Like, very, very good to see you. It's been a while.
As a black man, you enjoyed playing Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry, where you get to style on the slave owners. Nice. I don't think I've ever played that one. The ones I've played in Assassin's Creed, I've played Assassin's Creed 1, I've played Assassin's Creed 2, and then I sort of got bored of it at Assassin's Creed 3 and never bothered with it. And I picked it back up at Odyssey. I had a massive gap. I loved Odyssey so much that I went and played Assassin's Creed Origins again. Didn't like Origins as much as I liked Odyssey. And then I tried Valhalla, and that was, I don't know, it just seemed worse. Anyway, Zverg has redeemed Summon Doge for fusses, so I'm gonna put Big Cam on, and I'm gonna fuss the dog. Where am I? There we are. Dog, come here, dog. Get fussed. Bear. Bear.
I played the first Assassin's Creed game. I played 2.
Okay.
And then I tried to play Brotherhood, which was like 2.5.
Okay.
It got into the open world part of the map after the initial thing, and I saw how much there was to do on the map, and just fucking noped.
You're like,
that is
nah.
far too much to do.
Not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even...
I could see myself losing hundreds, if not thousands of hours in the game trying to find everything.
That's the point. That's the point, Cornish.
Yeah, I get that's the point, but like this is back in that sort of like early 2000s sort of Xbox mentality where like it was trying to get the most achievements as quickly as possible and move on to the next game.
Yeah. There you go. I have been validated. Cody says, my opinion is valid. That's good. I think most people think that Origins is better than Odyssey. By the way, I'm trying to get this solid paint out of this this lid. If you're wondering what I'm doing. But yeah, I think a lot of people think that. Ow! I just stabbed myself. Origins is better than Odyssey because it came first. I think. But because I played Odyssey first, I played them the wrong way around. Obviously, I had all the improvements and stuff that you had from Odyssey, and I think I've just preferred the setting as well. Like just the fantasy fights with the the ancient Greek sort of beasts. They were so cool. The Minotaur fight especially was so good. That was, but yeah, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed them. I like the mix of mythology and real world events. I just stabbed myself again. Ow! You can see the mindset Origins did it first, but Odyssey they did it better. Yeah, that's it. So because it came first, people are saying like, oh yeah, well it's just more of the same, but with a little with the fantasy animals and stuff. Because I did it the wrong way around, if you could argue. I enjoyed the sequel a lot more. Oh my god. This is awkward, I can't get this out. Is there an easier way to do this?
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get this ring of solid paint out of this. I'm using
okay. So what you need to do is take the whole ring off the paint.
Oh, can you do that?
Yeah.
Oh shit, you can. Holy shit. Life-changing. Oh, and also I can dig that stuff off. Okay, how's the easiest way to do this?
Put my paintbrush down so I can go in Bula via camera.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things of like once you do it once on a pot, it's a lot easier. Yeah. So now, how you would turn, basically, now using the paint, they sort of try and turn it inside out. You won't turn it inside out unless you got freakish human strength.
Okay.
But it will break up that ring of paint on the inside of the lid.
Okay, I got it. I need it to detach from the center now. Ow! I just stabbed myself again. Ow! Don't do that. Damn it! It broke. I got some of it. Doom OST going hard. Yes, it is. I like to have some video game soundtracks in the background while we do this. I would have proper music, but YouTube will immediately destroy the video if I do that. Video game OSTs I've found are safe, even though they will sometimes get the odd not strike. They'll get like content copy ID'd, but they won't get struck. It'll just say, "Oh, this is this song from so and so. This is fine." God damn it! Come on, come on! I cannot get this little bit here out. I just can't get it. It will not come away from the center. I'm spending way too long getting this out, but the paint in the pot will die if I don't do this. So this needs to happen.
It's sort of something. I should probably close that pot. Actually, be smart. It's sort of one of those things of, I reckon it's their design. It's an intentional design, so your paint's dry quicker, so you buy more of them.
Oh yeah.
But also, this is like I've done it. Like I've wandered away from stream back before we started doing collabs. I would wander away from stream for 10 minutes just to sort out my brushes, as much as I could with hand soap and hot water.
Take. YouTube is a bit overzealous, sure, but the game soundtracks are great anyways. Yes, yes they are.
But the YouTube could also be manipulated. Like other people who have no who've had no claim over the music try and claim the copyright because it's just bot farming for it.
I have if anyone doesn't know, obviously the raiders won't know, I make my own music, and I upload it onto SoundCloud and Bandcamp and also YouTube, and on my latest release got content claimed by someone because of a sound clip I used from a movie by just a random user who also used that sound clip from the movie in his song. So I think that was a bot strike. That and the whole appeals system is a fucking pain in the ass. That's the bit of YouTube that needs to fucking change.
Yeah.
They need to have like human intervention way earlier in that process. Right, there you go. I have cleaned my ring. I've cleaned the brown away from my ring. There is no longer any brown in my ring. There you go. So now I can put this back. It's really bad. They didn't work on that, yeah. Amazing that I... do you have a genre you make generally? I'm, as you can tell by my t-shirt, I'm a metalhead. I also really like trance music and general electronic music. My main genre of choice is industrial metal. I want to make that, but I can't. I'm really shit at making riffs on a guitar. So, at the moment I do dark trance. I think is probably the easiest way to describe it. Some of it's not that dark. Some of it's just quite nice. It's basically, I decided, because I used to play a game called Music 3000 on the PlayStation 2. I made like a whole album worth of music on Music 2000 and 3000, both of which are up on my Bandcamp. So I decided, knowing that, I was going to find something similar on the PC and make some like background music for my streams, just because I didn't want to be, copy claimed or anything. And it seemed like a fun thing to do, so I started making little loops, tiny loops for the break screen, and then I started doing more complicated stuff. And I've released a whole album's worth of what I would consider quite nice tunes. I did that in January. I'm actually not sure this paint is savable. I think I've just cleaned the pot of a set of paint that's unsavable. That's a lumpy. That's a very lumpy in there. Yeah.
Have you got like a cocktail stick or something?
I've got the end of a paintbrush.
I was just get in there and break it up and swirl it around a lot.
Oh no, that's a fucking lump. That is.
Add a little bit of water. Add a little bit of water. Because you can get paint to reactivate.
Love Bandcamp. You got a follow. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I've got a link tree, if that helps anyone, which has got all of my various things. I don't do social media very much. I'm not very good at it. My main social media is Discord. My second social media is Blue Sky. I do technically have an X account, a Twitter account, but I haven't posted on it since, don't know, an amount of time. Can't remember the last time I posted.
I'm still on X, but I've got 3 notifications. I'm assuming, it's all because I put up a fucking Twitch link. Because it's bots.
Yeah, Blue Sky is so good, and X is a cesspool. Exactly. I can manage one social media at a time. I will post my Warhammer pictures on Instagram and Threads just because it's easy. You can just do it. You can do it both at the same time. But yeah, Blue Sky is where I mostly post. Also, the last time I posted anything remotely left leaning on Threads, I got very hateful messages, which was very funny. So yeah. Oh no, this paint's fucked. I'm not entertaining that anymore. That's going in the bin. I do have another pot.
That wasn't your ochre, was it?
No, that was my XV88. There we go. I've got
really? You were using that last week?
Yeah, I've still got this.
I
must have opened the wrong pot. This one is additionally quite full of stuff, but it's I can close it. On Threads, it seems to be better when it first came out. Yeah, I think a lot of the people who have abhorrent views, but are sensible enough to realise that X's days are numbered, have transitioned over to the use of Threads at this point. They seem to have left Blue Sky alone for now. I'm sure they'll be on their way eventually.
I have an ad break, so I'm taking this opportunity for a stretch break.
Hey, I'm in the middle of my advert break. Apologies, everyone. Yes. Anyway, thank you for following me, Cody, over on Bandcamp. I'm a second ever follower. Happy to be here. Yeah. Lovely stuff. Right. I thought I had painted all of the various bits I needed to do in XV88, but I obviously missed some while they were on the sprue. So I need to fix all of this. Right. There we go. There we go. Right. Need to paint the foot there. Okay. Right. I'm just basically going over bits that I'd missed or painted poorly on while it was on the sprue, and getting rid of the clip marks as well while I'm here.
That's fair.
So there will be clip marks. There's one there.
Do you know what?
Do you know?
The one thing I don't like about the BattleTech community.
What is that?
So there is a region, or there is a thing in BattleTech, mainly in the Lyrian Commonwealth, called the, and this is the bit that annoys me, the Tamar Pact.
Okay.
So as we know, the creators of BattleTech, Farsight,
Yeah.
before it was taken over by Catalyst.
Okay.
My outbreak is done.
Nice.
We're American, so they have American pronunciations for things.
Yes.
Which is fine. You know?
Yeah.
Unless it's to do with like actual places, then I get a little bit annoyed.
Okay. Yeah, they have a lot of English place names, and Welsh place names.
Mm-hmm. So the Tamar Pact is spelled Tamar.
Okay. Tamar.
That is not how you spell. That's not how you pronounce Tamar. It's Tamar. There's a Y that you pronounce a Y even if it's not in the word. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I live on the Tamar.
I mean, if they've misspelt it, I mean...
Well, they haven't misspelled it. They spelt it exactly the same way. They just pronounced it Tamar.
Okay.
They just moved the M from the second part of the from the second syllable to the first.
Okay.
And it's just like it's Tamar. It's the Tamar Pact.
I mean, how do you think I feel with the in Disco Elysium, where they got like this? Have you played Disco Elysium?
Nope.
No. Okay. So basically, in Disco Elysium, you find out about this this group of programmers who were trying to make a game. It's set in this imagined universe, and they call that universe Weeral. And I live on I live on the Wirral.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's Weeral. So that did my head in every time I heard it, and just like, come on, it just sounds wrong. It's Wirral, you bastards. Like squirrel. Anyway, yeah. That's pretty.
I used to know somebody. I used to know someone who came from Wirral.
Oh yeah, it's a popular place.
Yeah. Well, she's not, so you know.
Nah.
Last time I saw her in person was at a friend's wedding back in 2018.
Okay.
Lovely wedding. Fantastic wedding. Enjoyed it. I'm American, so I can't speak to the correct pronunciation there. Yeah. So yeah, when you see a word spelled Tamar, Tango Alpha Mike Alpha Romeo, it's pronounced Tay Ma, not Tam R.
I mean,
Tay.
If it doesn't have a Y in it, I'm saying Tamar.
Well, you're wrong. Alright, you from Weeville. Give me ammunition. This is your own fault.
Anyway, yeah, the Americans, yeah, they say some words weird. They can't say twat. That's always done me head in. I've
never understood that because
they like to try and use it as an insult, but they can't say it correctly, so it just never lands correctly.
That's always been a bit of a weird one for me, because it's like, where are you getting the O from?
You will say Tamar is how you would say that based on where you've seen it used in ancient names. There you go. You got a correct user.
Good. Yeah. It's just I tried explaining to my D&D group, which apart from one other person, like they were all American.
Okay.
And they were like, and they know me, they know that I swear like a sailor. They're like, so how do you say twat? I was like, sorry, what? You know, twat. I was like, spell it. And they're like, TWAT. I was like, that's twat. I was like, where are you getting the O from?
Yeah.
Oh, is it not spelled with an O? No!
Oh.
Like, watch like any sort of like gangster, like UK gangster thing. And they'll either well, nowadays cunt seems to be the word.
They don't like that word though overseas. Apart from the Australians love that word because they're like
the Australians use it like a fucking adjective.
Yeah. The Australians are like they're normal people. They're like us.
They're just British people who've got further down the skill tree.
Yeah, exactly. Your pronunciation is horribly inconsistent. You agree? The one that gets me. This is. I'm not gonna rag on American pronunciation. You know, they learned their languages in American schools. They had bigger things to worry about. They were dodging bullets, but they can't count the number of I's in aluminium. It's aluminium. If you go through the word and you say it phonetically one syllable at a time, it's aluminium. And they miss a syllable out and say aluminum. There's an I missing there.
They actually also spell it differently. They don't spell it with the first I.
Do they not?
No.
Oh, well, that would explain it. To be fair.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, right. So that makes sense now. The reason you're saying it wrong is because you spelled it wrong in the first place. Oh, dearie me.
Congratulations, you're not wrong on one level, you're wrong on two.
See, there you go. You know what? We're learning today. We're learning. We've learned a new thing. Love that. Right. What was I doing? I can't even remember anymore.
XV88.
Yeah, I was doing XV88, but I feel like I've explored the depths of XV88. There are a couple of more clip marks, but I think those are getting painted red anyway. I'm not sure how much I like that, you know, the red that I'm doing. I'm not sure I like it. So the idea is all of the like secondary panels I was gonna make red. So oh, shit, I haven't got Cornish's camera on my stream at the minute.
Oh.
Sorry about that. I'll change it in a minute. But this here, I was gonna make every sort of secondary panel and flap red, and I don't know if I like it. You know what I mean?
Like, to me, that looks alright as it is.
Yeah. Maybe
I wouldn't. If you're not feeling it, then I wouldn't do any more. Except to mirror it on the other side.
Yeah. Maybe I'll keep it up. Maybe I need to add some white in there to go with the rest of the thing. Yeah. Because
you have what, black, red, and gold, black, red, white, and gold panels, don't you?
Yeah. There you go. That's Cornish's screen again. You don't know the origin, but you do think that looks really cool as it is. Yeah. Well,
that is the Commander Farsight model from Tau.
Yeah, this is Commander Farsight. He doesn't usually look like this. I've posed him myself because I thought the pose that it came in on the box was a bit shit. So I've made him look a little bit more defensive. Yeah. Anyway, I think the oil on the good thing about summer is the oil on the trees has now dried. I'm going to start dry brushing the trees. Right, I have multiple dry brushes. I'm going to go for a small one to start with. We've got like 4 of them. No, it's a base brush. Oh, there you go. There's my various dry brushes. Obviously, I didn't clean that one properly, did I? Do y'all do any other kinds of art, or is this your main outlet? I mean, I obviously do the music, but I also, I paint Warhammer, I paint BattleTech, and I also paint D&D models whenever I have a new D&D character in our D&D group. I'm just looking for a BattleTech model. Oh shit! It fell.
What, the BattleTech Mini or Farsight?
The BattleTech Mini, which is all in one piece, so there's no chance it'll break, and just have some paint chipping maybe. No, it's good. There's an Atlas that I painted some probably over a year ago now, actually. Yes. The hexagonal model is the light's a little bit too severe. I think we need to change the hue of the light and maybe make it a bit darker. There you go. There you go. That's a little bit better.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, he's a fancy boy. The Atlas. Glorious.
Mini. I just do mini painting, so I just do Warhammer. I do have BattleTech minis that I do need to paint. But yeah, I primarily, because I'm limited to an incredibly small budget. I can only sort of do like one type of creative, and that is, at the moment, that is Warhammer for me.
Aye.
However, I mean, I say that. I've got my guard army, which is my baby, my lads, my boys.
My lads.
I have plans for a Necron army, which are like ancient robot skeletons.
Yeah.
Effectively.
Terminators in space.
Yeah. And I've got the start of a Space Marine army. By that I mean I have 2 models.
Nice.
Well, that being said, a friend of mine has given me his Dreadnought and his Intercessor squad to boost that up. So that's going to be fun. But he has assembled them, which is a pain. But I can make it work.
So there's your basic wood colour. Looks very dull, looks very boring. I'm going to jazz that up with a little bit of Towlight Ochre. Then I might put another wash over, and then put the Wild Rider Red over that.
That could work.
Right. Obviously, this isn't a dry brushing colour, so I'm going to have to be really fucking careful with this. Oh wow, yeah, there's a lot of dried paint in there, because I haven't used this one in a long time. So I don't really do highlights on my towel.
And the real great right now is 3D printing and design. Nice.
Yeah,
don't use tissue. Use your paintboard.
Really?
Yeah.
How'd you get it fucking dry enough?
So when you wanting to put so the point of dry brushing is that it's not quite as literal as it sounds.
Yeah, but
you still want paint on the brush. You still want it to have a little bit of moisture.
You do, but
what you're doing
you don't want a lot. You want like literally the tiniest amount. I know dry brushing. It's the one skill I can do. I found that if I don't use a tissue, I'm just painting the model a different color than dry brushing. Whereas now, I'm just doing highlights, which is good. Oh, see, I think I've got too much on there still. Right, there you go. Actually does look quite nice, actually. Apart from the bit that I've literally painted a different colour, but you know, I might just leave it at that rather than adding the Wild Rider. I don't know. Let's see. Keep going with this. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad at all. Actually, it's not too shabby. Doesn't look very alien. It does just look like wood at the moment. Yeah, this one's a lot better because obviously it's got less paint on it.
Fucking Seraphim has just absolutely disappeared.
This one's a slightly larger branch as well, so maybe it'll just be like a more aged, so more darker branch. So that could work. Alright, there we go. Oh, a dog is barking outside. Bear is interested. He's looking out the window now. Alright, that's not bad. You've been enjoying painting mini furniture for your wife. Oh wow, okay. Mini furniture's an interesting one. How did that come about? Hey, Volskull, welcome in. How are you doing? And welcome to Paint Club. Everyone's coming in tonight. Lovely stuff. How's Lau doing? It's fine. Thursday. No, Wednesday. It's still Wednesday. It feels like a Thursday because I've got Friday off. Which is nice. That's another good thing about work. Our work gives us a day off. The nearest day off to your birthday. If your birthday's on a weekend, if it's a Saturday, you have to take the Friday off. And you have to take it. So. It is really nice, yeah, it's not bad. Right, okay, I'm going to blur my camera now. Have a look at this. What do you think? What do you think of that? See, that's where I had too much paint on the brush. I think I might do another wash there just to quieten it down a bit. But this one looks quite nice, I think. That looks quite good.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Because the dry brushing has caught the edges.
That's exactly how I do it, yeah. I'm annoyed at this because I left too much paint on the brush. Especially at the bottom there, but I don't know, maybe. I could your viral video is now on 51k views. Oh shit! Nice.
You could what?
Sorry, what could it? I don't know. I've forgotten. Oh, actually,
Sure,
no.
there's many things. Many things in general. You're muted, by the way.
Am I? Where? Me? I'm not muted on stream. Oh, when did I mute myself?
I'm assuming you muted the cough.
I may have.
assuming.
I might have been muted.
Yeah, you're muted in Discord, not on stream.
Yeah. Okay. But you could hear me before, so I've no idea when I muted there. That's weird. Yeah, you could hear us fine.
Your little icon said you were muted as you brought your hand up. What I'm presuming was to your face.
Maybe it automatically muted me when I coughed. Did I cough? I can't even remember coughing. Anyway. Yes.
Anyway.
Yeah, so, like, your missus likes mini things in general. So mini books, plants, and all that sort of thing. Even printing little teapots for her to paint. Nice. Oh, man. So, what I was thinking was, what I could do potentially is use the Wild Rider Red on the smaller tree, and it could maybe even be like a different type of, or a different variant of the plant, and the flowers could be different colours.
Yeah, that could work.
All right, let's try that. Let's try that. Oh my god, the Wild Rider hasn't been opened in a while. Oh, there's a dry bit of paint there. I just want to grab that. Just grab that. And actually, that's plenty of paint on there. That's actually ideal. There we go. And I've got the little lip off there. I'm going to use this wet bit of tissue here. Just to dab, 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 dab. I'm going to get real dry here. I don't want to make the same mistake again. Real dry. Right, that should do. That should do. Is that holder specifically made for those miniatures? Yes, this is the larger variant. It can hold much bigger. I've actually got a very big model over here. There's the biggest. There's the biggest mech I have. The Riptide. It could hold that. But yeah, it is specifically designed for Warhammer models as Citadel base. I've got a smaller one somewhere, which is currently holding something.
I gotta say, like, your larger one, yes, it could hold the Riptide, but it really shouldn't have.
It could.
The amount of times that thing fell over.
Yeah.
Apparently you could like unscrew the base of these, so you can fill them with sand so they're a bit weighty.
Yeah.
So they don't fall over all the time. But that requires effort. And I paint my dudes one at a time, so it's not as if I need to, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so the Wild Rider is actually not applying as well as the other colour. Then again, I've gone fairly dry with the brush, so, and I am just trying to be subtle about it. So yeah, okay. So yeah, that looks a little bit different. It's nice. You have similar issues trying to hold your PCBs when soldering. Ah, nice. Need a good, proper weighty gripper. Nice. Okay, I think that's the dry brushing done. Right, so I've got two very slightly different colours of tree. I'll show you that. Whoop. Let's go really zoomed in when it gives me control. There we go. So there's your slightly smaller orangey tree. It looks a bit sun blasted. And then you've got your darker, sort of more normal coloured tree there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so what we're going to do then is I'm going to have different colours for the flowers. Nice.
You've only got the one purple, haven't you?
I have a purple, but I also have a bright blue, which I'm probably going to use.
I
actually do. I've got a second purple, but it's very pale.
Okay. What I would do is just paint like one or two of them in each colour on each tree to see which one you like best.
Okay. I could also have could have white petals on one of them.
Yeah, but it's also Citadel white, which is just shit.
Yeah, I suppose. I could go yellow. I could go dark blue. Got a McRag.
If you're gonna do dark blue, I would do dark blue on the flowers behind him.
Okay.
And then do like a slightly lighter colour in front.
Could also just make them buds like green. I think I'm going to go for
it's an alien planet, so just paint them
whatever colour.
All different colours.
Yeah. I'm going to go very vibrant in front of him with the cacophony. Cacophony.
Oh yeah.
Cacophony purple. I'm going to go with that. A cacophonous noise. Okay then, we're going to go with that. Since it is very warm, I'll have a double dab, even though I'm not painting that much at the minute. Double dab. Okay, let's paint these petals. They're not really petals, actually. They're more like berries on the end, more than anything else. Or like they're like what are they called? Succulents.
Oh yeah.
Like little succulents on the end of these sticks. And what I might do, that actually might be a good idea. I might give it a green, each one of them a green wash. So a little bit of green goes in the crevices, so it looks like it is a tree sort of thing.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah. So you got the bold, vibrant purple with a sort of slightly greenish tint, and then the green in the crevices. Looks good. I'm basically painting a tree today. If you came to see a mech getting painted, my apologies. I've been completely sidetracked by this tree.
No, it's part of the model, ain't it?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I've painted a bit of purple on the tree there, on the actual branch.
I'll be right back. Just gonna pop to the bath and have a quick bio break.
Okay, enjoy. I'll put my full camera on then, whilst Cornish has disappeared. There we go. Oh shit! I think I just painted some purple on. There it is. Get rid of that. Oopsies. But you guys actually can't see me painting. There you go. That's better. Right, I need to get in between his legs here to get the back end of these buds. Need to get through his legs to get the back end. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Whoa. This kind of painting action is rated 18. Okay. Incredibly maniacal laughter. Delicious. Delicious purple. I actually kind of really like that. I like the way it looks, like as is. I don't even know if I want to do a wash now. I might just leave it as is. Looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Yeah, I think I'm going to go for blue buds behind him. Okay, so I'm going to go with McCrag. And then I'm going to go with the... I don't know. I want to end up with this colour, because this colour is really nice. McCrag's good, but I want to go with this one. I was going to do a wash and then like dry brush. No, I'm just gonna go with the colour I want. And we're not going to overcomplicate things. It's going to be fine.
I am back.
Welcome back. Let me put your camera back on. There we go. I'm not going to bother washing. Look at that. That looks fancy. That looks fine.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks great. I'm not going to overcomplicate things. You know, if it looks good, it's done. As far as I'm concerned. Don't overcomplicate things.
I think I'm at that point now where I can move on to the arms and the backpack of this model.
Okay.
I'm still waiting for a wash to dry out the gas mask, which I need to wait for that to happen before I do anything else. Still wait.
So decided on blue for the buds behind him.
Okay.
Gone for a very light blue. I think it's going to look good. Yeah, I've just seen the contrast between the blue and the purple from his legs. Looks fantastic. Happy with this. Good choices made. Oh, done another bit of the actual tree branch. I'm going to have to go over that with some brown.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I just tried to dry brush fucking Xantry dust over the wood at the bottom of the trench. It's just painting it, no matter how much paint I get off the bloody brush.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's what I did before. Really annoying. It's looking very fancy. It's a nice contrast with the model as well. The blue and the purple.
Yeah.
Okay. And another bit that needs going over there. I'm making mistakes, oh no.
Not mistakes. Happy little accidents.
Alright, Bob. Calm down.
Hey man, if anything the world needs right now, it's another Bob Ross.
That's true. That is true. There we go. Glad you said it, Cornish, because you was about to. Oh, there we go. All right. I'm just going to tidy those branches up a little bit. Bit of Steel Legion. Where's the Steel Legion gone? There it is. Going to pop paint from this. It's only a couple of little fixes. Where did I paint purple on the branch? There it is. Just there. Okay. On the other side, did I do any?
Out of all the backpacks I've painted for this squad, then this next one, I think, is going to be the most fucking awful.
Awful or good?
Awful.
Oh dear.
I'll show you in a sec once I've done this first layer of grey. Apparently...
I did hear you say awful. I was like, is it going to be awful because it's bad to paint, or awful because it's going to look awful, or both?
So let's see. I'm going to use a toothpick for this. So we've got axe handle, axe head encased in leather, grenade, carabiner, wrench, some form of tarp, pouch, more tarp, grenade again, some detonator caps. Yeah, there's just a lot going on this one backpack.
This is a busy bit of model.
It is a very busy bit. I just do everything brown and then fucking do Berserker Bloodshade over the top and then just fucking figure out the bits that don't need to be that later. Probably the best way to do that.
Yeah. Right, there we go. I've got the trees done. I'm happy with them. They're done.
Nice.
I'll show you them in a moment, and then I'm going to go make a cup of tea. And I will do my best to not scream, "Oh, my bum!" on the way out. I will do my best. Okay, here we go. I'll put my thing on full cam for now, so you guys can see. So here we are. We'll zoom in a bit, not too much. That's good. So there you go. There's your front. Your front succulents on the tree are purple, and the back we've got blue.
Very good. I like it.
I really like the way I've got the dry brushing done on the back one. The back one looks great.
It does. Well done.
Yeah.
Feel proud of yourself.
The front one, not so much on the bark, but it looks fine. And yeah, very nice. Right, I'm going to go and get myself a quick cup of tea. So I will leave you with the dulcet tones of Mr. Cornish. BRB.
Yes. See you in a bit. So yes, I've been left alone with you all. How's it going? Everybody alright? Have a good weekend? Good week? Bad week? He just yelled it again. I don't know whether or not Discord, whether OBS picked it up, I just heard beep.